Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. For those of you who are new, welcome, and those of you returning, welcome to you as well. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to go ahead and start the reading, opening it up with the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards here. Going to be taking 3 cards, messages from Spirit. I'm getting a heavy love reading vibe from this here. So for those of you, I think I might have to do 2 different spreads. One for new relationship or new relationships that you're currently getting into, or one that's upcoming. And then a second one for those who are in separation. So let's go ahead and get started here with the overall message from Spirit regarding this these love connections here. So you have 2 cards that fell out. I'll show you those in a moment. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. It's a beautiful day out. Pulling this card here. Here we go. I'm getting the sense that I have to pull this one as well. Okay, so we have 4 cards here. Let me go ahead and show them to you. We have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. I want to make sure you guys can see that. There we are. You are exactly where you need to be, wherever you may be. You may be feeling a sense of confusion, not really knowing what direction you're heading. Spirit is just letting you know right now that that's exactly where you need to be. With the wise leader here, you are a beacon for others. So since this is going to be a reading focused more on love, we are seeing here that perhaps the person that you are dealing with or will be dealing with is perhaps maybe needing your help, or you may be needing their help, and they're actually on your path to help you understand yourself and become stronger. You may be leading them, they may be leading you. There may be an equal exchange of this energy between you two. Now with the wandering path here, it says enjoy the journey. Now for those of you who are single, enjoy your singlehood for now, because that will be changing. And for those of you who are in separation or working on a new connection, Spirit is just letting you know to enjoy the journey for yourself. Sometimes we want things to happen very quickly, and Spirit is just saying that it's all a part of the journey. If we were to get the instant satisfaction, perhaps we wouldn't enjoy the connection nearly as much as we should. With crossing bridges here, it says it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So both of you may actually be healing yourselves or going through a period of healing. So both of you may be going through some healing. Both of you are connecting for this so that you can become stronger, so that you can release things that no longer serve you. This may be previous heartbreaks. It may be childhood wounds. It may be all sorts of different things that kind of have been holding you back. And now you're mending this. For those of you in separation, this could mean that you may be mending and healing the connection and moving towards each other. For those of you who are in a new connection, you both are helping each other through some healing from the past. And for those of you who are not yet in relationship, this person who will be coming across the path is actually going to be helping you heal past wounds, and may even be mirroring you in some way so that you can see the things that you have to work on. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading here. I'm trying to figure out which, you know what? I'm feeling a pull to the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first reading here is going to be for new connections. So those of you who are in a brand new connection, for those of you who are not yet in connection, this could be the person that's coming across your path. All right. Thank you for your patience, guys. Also guides, I guess. Sounds like they're here with me right now. So the first card is going to represent what it is that you want and what your needs are. Second card is going to represent what your person's wants and needs are. So what are your wants and needs? Okay, we have strength. I do not read whoa, okay. I do not read reversals, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this upright in a second here. What are their needs and wants? This one wanted to come out. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups and the Lovers. Very, very romantic, powerful connection that you likely are coming into. The third card is going to represent the differences between you two. And then the fourth card is going to represent your similarities. I'm going to just go ahead and pull these cards and then we'll get started, okay? So your differences, interestingly enough, is the Sun. One of you may be coming from a place of happiness. Interesting. What are the similarities here? We have 3 major arcana so far, so very spiritual connection you guys will be stepping into. Your similarities, 6 of Swords. Some of you may be moving, traveling. You may be meeting this person during travel. That may not resonate for all of you. But this could also be speaking of you both are healing things. Remember how we have the crossing bridges here about moving forward and healing and mending things? With the 6 of Swords, it's likely that you both are healing. The 5th card is going to represent the emotional compatibility between you two. We have the Hierophant. Both of you are wanting commitment. Wow. Okay, very powerful. Both of you are looking for commitment. Both of you are also emotionally ready for a spiritual connection, a highly spiritual one at that. The 6th card is going to represent the physical compatibilities between you two. I want to know what kind of sexy energies are here between you two. Oh, okay, 6 of Pentacles. Both of you are going to find each other very attractive. Okay, and for the last one, we're going to pull for the mental compatibility. So the logical mind. What kind of conversations will you guys be having? Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles. So you both are going to be very grounded when it comes to your mental compatibilities. Okay. You could be dealing perhaps, there's 2 cards of Leo here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So this is regarding the unknown territory. Some of you may be coming from a space of not knowing what's coming up next. Perhaps this person can be, or you can be, very mysterious towards your person. Both of you may have some underlying fears that need to be worked out. Once I'm done reading this, I'll pull 3 cards regarding the outcome of this connection. So with the Strength card here, what it is you're looking for. You're looking for somebody who's very compassionate, who's very vulnerable and understanding. With the Strength card here, it speaks of knowing one's inner strengths and recognizing that being vulnerable is actually one of the strongest things that you can do. Not everybody can share their pain. Not everybody can be open and honest and vulnerable about past things that have happened to them. It looks like you're wanting somebody who is strong, emotionally intelligent, somebody who can be your rock, somebody who can be there for you in your time of need, somebody you can share a life with. On their end, we have the Magician. Now, there's different ways for me to interpret this, but it looks like your person is wanting or needing somebody who's sure of themselves, someone who's open, receptive, and capable of creating the life of their dreams. Right now, they're in a state of wanting to create a new future for themselves, and they want a person in their life that can manifest the life of their dreams with them. So that's very beautiful. It looks like you both are coming from a very spiritual place as well. We do have the Hierophant here, and most of this is, let's see, we got mostly major arcana here. We have 4 out of 7 cards that are major arcana. Now, the differences between you two I find very interesting. We have the Sun. One of you may be coming from a place of confidence, of clarity, and knowing what you want. And the other one may be coming from that moon energy of not really being sure or being afraid of what the possibilities here are. There may be a sense of a past hurts that are holding this person back. I'm seeing Eight of Swords in my mind's eye. But one of you may be very happy and energetic, very jovial, very uplifting, and the other person may be coming from a place that's a little more melancholy. And so, with this connection, what's going to be happening is you both are going to be healing with each other. This explains why you are perhaps being a beacon. Remember, the energies can go vice versa. So if this sounds like you, then this is the person that's going to be stepping into your life, or this is the person that is brand new in your life that you're working on the connection with. Now, this is really coinciding with the 4 cards that I've pulled here. You both are healing each other. One of you is going to be the beacon for the other. One of you already has the inner strength and capacity of understanding this very beautiful Leo-like energy of being confident and being sure of yourself, knowing what it is that you want. Your person may be coming from a place of fear and confusion, and so you're going to have to be a beacon for this person. Now, this is going to, I do want to emphasize this, if this is not a person who is toxic at all. If you're dealing with a new individual who is toxic, then I'm sorry to say this, but this reading is not for you. There's no sense of toxicity in this relationship at all. Your person is going to be very understanding, is going to be able to have conversations with you to speak their mind. They're going to be I'm seeing very understanding here with the 6 of Pentacles. There's an equal give and take. This is physical compatibility, of course, but this person is going to want to invest in you and spend time with you. Now, with the 6 of Swords and your similarities, both of you seem to have various thoughts in the mind regarding connection. You both want to move forward, perhaps from the past. There may have been some sort of connection that was harming you in the past, perhaps. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case for some of you. This person you may be meeting for a small percentage of you while you're traveling, because the 6 of Swords could represent travel. However, the way I'm reading this card is that both of you are on the spiritual path of healing. Both of you are healing from past wounds. In particular, with the mending bridges or crossing bridges card here, you're both mending and healing each other, and both of you are looking for that self-healing. You're both on the journey of self-healing. In terms of the emotional compatibility, both of you are very grounded, interestingly enough, in the spiritual. So it's there's a matter of structure here in your emotions. Both of you are going to be very emotionally intelligent, capable of having emotionally intelligent conversations, being able to understand one another on the emotional in the emotional realm. There's just a sense of groundedness here, and this is very highly spiritual in nature. Both of you are perhaps looking for a very spiritual connection at this point in time. With the Hierophant here, definitely seeing that. For some of you, in terms of your emotional compatibility, some of you may actually be releasing old behaviors and patterns that are no longer serving you, that allows you to become more emotionally compatible with your person. Remember, these energies can go vice versa. In terms of the physical or sexual attraction, we have the 6 of Pentacles here. Both of you are going to want to be near each other. Both of you are going to want to be physically intimate with one another, whether that be holding hands or just holding each other. Both of you are just going to be equally wanting to feel each other, touch each other, be near each other, and really just exchange affection physically with one another. Both of you are going to find each other incredibly attractive. It's going to be like you both complete each other in the physical aspects. Now, in terms of the mental compatibility between you two, with the King of Pentacles here, both of you are very confident. Both of you are very practical, methodical, and these conversations that you have will always have a sense of groundedness to them. It's like you both are mentally grounded. There's a sense of always thinking about the future and planning for it. That isn't to say you both won't be living in the moment. It's simply just saying that when it comes to your conversations, it's like you both are going to simply feel at home, feel comfortable expressing each other or expressing yourselves to each other. And there's just a sense of of practicality to it all. It's very grounded energy here. There's no sense. I'm not getting a sense of argument. It's more just like understanding one another on a very, very deep, homey level. All right. So what is the outcome of this particular connection going to be? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Oh dear. We have the Three of Swords here. I'm going to have to clarify this. What is the outcome of this connection going to be? I'm not sure what this Three of Swords here is about, but perhaps this is dealing with healing heartbreak from the past. We have the Ace of Wands, passion, a brand new beginning. What is the outcome of this connection going to be? Interesting. We do have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Why is the Three of Swords here? There is a sense of heaviness that I'm reading from this. We have the Three of Cups here, abundance. There could be a heartbreak between you two that is going to be, there will be a sense of Three of Cups, reconciliation. There's the Ace of Wands here. Yes, this may deal with healing one another. We have the Two of Swords for the Ace of Wands. Somebody may be feeling indecisive about starting this relationship, and this may cause some heartache. However, with the Three of Cups here, I mean, for some of you, this could very well be third-party situation. It doesn't have to necessarily be, but there might be a falling out between you two that is going to need some healing. Both of you are going to want to reconcile with one another. There's the Queen of Pentacles here. We do have a coupling between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys could be dealing with somebody with heavy Leo in their chart. You could be a Leo. There's a Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus here. Heavy Taurus. Interestingly enough, the Knight of Discs is the King of Pentacles in this particular deck. So with the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, this may be dealing with money. There may be issues with money between you two, and maybe that's what may be causing some conflict between you two. The Sun wanted to come out. So there is happiness here. There's a Five of Wands here, Spirit. Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more card to clarify. We have the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Now, this is contradictory energy here because in this deck, we do have Prudence with the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Wands, which indicates swiftness. So you guys are going to need to work out your differences. With the Five of Wands here, there is going to be some sort of conflict. This could be internal. This could be external. This could be gossip between people. But there is a sense of you guys needing to work on this connection in order for you to move forward with it. I think there is a possibility for happiness here. Princess of Cups fell out, so there may be once again an apology here that's needed, or some sort of reconciliation between the two of you. But there is going to be a need to communicate effectively between you two in order for you to push forward. Yes, here we are. That's the message I was looking for. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck here. Some more major arcana. The Chariot Forward movement, once again, could be representing travel. And the star. You both have been put into each other's lives for transformation and for healing. And both of you are going to transform and heal through this connection. With the Chariot card here, there is a potential for victory between you two. There is the potential for what is the word I'm looking for? For prosperity between you two. But this is going to take a great deal of work between you two. There will be a need of investing time and being very patient with one another with the Seven of Pentacles. And below the deck, once again, we have the Ten of Cups. So there is going to be emotional fulfillment between you two. There is just going to be a rough patch. We also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So this could be dealing once again with money. The blockage here between you two may be in dealing with money. There is the possibility of emotional fulfillment between you two, of having a very happy family with one another. If those of you who aren't interested in having children, maybe you'll want to have pets or things like that. But there is a sense of emotional fulfillment coming from this and a lot of healing. However, this is going to take work. This is not necessarily going to be the easiest of connections off the bat, because both of you are put into each other's lives to heal each other. There are past wounds that definitely need to be addressed. There will be conflict between you two, but it looks like you both will be working and communicating through this conflict very effectively. For those of you who are not liking this reading so far, what I'm trying to say is that there will be a need for perseverance. There will be a need for compassion and understanding, and coming from a place of love and understanding for your person. Remember, these energies can be vice versa. For those of you who are on the end who are feeling the heavier energies in the sense of perhaps you're not the one moving forward, it's time for you to start to ask yourself the questions: what is it that I'm holding on to from the past that I need to let go of, that isn't allowing me to move forward with this connection in the way that I would like to? Because the way I'm seeing this right now isn't so much that you or your person doesn't want this. It's just there's some sort of baggage that this person is carrying that is not allowing them to see the full potential or see through to the full potential of this particular connection. This connection has a lot of potential for emotional fulfillment. You, viewer, may be seeing the potential, and what you need to do is, A, I want to encourage you to focus on yourself. B, communicate effectively. C, be patient with this person, because there's a lot of things that they're still healing through, and likely you are too. And D, it's a matter of you knowing where to put boundaries. So don't give too much to this person. Focus on yourself. Know when it is that you need to extend your playful, lighthearted energy with this person, because they're clearly coming from a place of hurt. That Three of Swords may be mutual between you two, but I'm feeling that this may be in regards to a past energy, since I did see the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck earlier. This could have been a past connection that this person dealt with that has really just blocked them from really bringing in this new passionate beginning between you two. And you both may end up feeling hurt by this. And this connection is really a healing one with the star here. Lots of major arcana in this particular connection, or this spread. So this is a highly spiritual connection here. But there will be a reconciliation between you two if you end up moving forward with this person. If you're not liking this, you don't have to spend time with this person. You'll likely know who this person is based off this reading. This person may come off as aloof, perhaps. I'm hearing this person may be very methodical, very practical, very grounded, or The flip side would be they're very confident and charismatic with the Leo energy here, because there's heavy Leo energy here. This person may be a Cancerian as well with the Chariot card here. So they may seem tough on the exterior, but they're actually very, very sweet on the interior. They're very this is also the card of Scorpio here with the Death card, and then the star here is Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Leo, heavy Leo here, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Gemini, Virgo, or an Aquarius. But once again, I just want to emphasize the need for patience and communication, effective communication between you two, if you choose to move forward with this person. Once again, we all have free will. The divine puts people in our lives for a very particular reason. This could very well lead to your emotional fulfillment. It's just going to be a matter of being very patient with this person. But once again, you don't have to take this offer. You can easily walk away if you choose to. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I know that was a little bit funky there, but there is a lot of potential here. Let me see if I can pull some advice for you regarding this connection, just so we can get a little more. I'm going to pull from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle cards. If you're enjoying the content so far, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out with its growth. It allows me to deliver messages to people just like you who are looking for a little more clarity in their lives and who could use messages that are uplifting. So we have two cards that fell out for your advice. Lord, take charge with authority, and Mountain, stand your ground. This really coincides with the message I was talking about putting up firm boundaries. You may be the one that needs to lead regarding this connection. This could be your person as well, depending on the energies here, of course. Remember, take whatever resonates. But there is a need for somebody to take the lead here. However, there is also a need for you to stand firm on your ground. When it comes to your communication, don't come across as harsh. Try to be as compassionate as possible with this person, because that's going to really move the connection along more easily. It's going to be methodical work. I will have to say that. There is, like I said, there is a lot of potential here, but there is a need for taking authority. Stand your ground when it comes to the things that you want in this connection. This comes through with the Strength card as well, of vulnerability. One of you may need to simply say what it is that you're looking for and stand your ground regarding that. It's either this is what I'd like. I don't know how you feel about it. I'd like to hear what your opinion is regarding this. And then take that input that your person has and then stand your ground regarding it. So don't acquiesce to what they have to say. So like if they're saying, well, I'm not necessarily ready for a relationship, just be firm where you're standing and say, this is what I'm looking for. If you can't provide this for me, I understand that, and there are no hard feelings towards you, but this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm really wanting in this connection. So that's basically the message that I have for you guys today. So not exactly the most wonderful of readings, but I certainly hope this helped you out. There's definitely a very heavy spiritual lesson with this particular connection. Remember, sometimes the divine gives us what we need, not exactly what it is that we want. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm sending you much love and light. Take care. Alrighty, guys, this is going to be the reading for the people who are in separation. So welcome to this portion here. Very interesting energies for the new connections or the incoming connections for people. But let's see what we have here for the people who are in separation from their partner. Got one card already coming out. Lots of energy here, guys. Okay, wow. 3 cards here that I'm being called to pulling, and then the one that fell out. So there's quite a bit going on here. So interestingly enough, the Wise Leader came out for those who are in new connection or those who are coming into a new relationship, a person that will be entering those people's lives. So I think this is interesting. This is very important here. So this is a very, very important lesson for you. Wise Leader, you are a beacon for others. So it's very important for you to be the leader in this particular connection. what does that mean exactly? Well, there's quite a few different things that could be interpreted as, because sometimes people need a little more compassion. Sometimes people need a little more understanding, a little more sense of direction. Perhaps you need to take the lead when it comes to healing in this connection, because clearly if you're in separation, there seems to have been some sort of falling out. Now, with the Solitude card, it says here, in silence, peace prevails. So both of you may be needing this space for you to understand how to move forward with this connection. There may be a need for you to meditate. With the Taking Shelter card, it says here the answers are within. So you may already know what direction to take with this particular connection. A lot of your insights will be coming through meditation. When you're in meditation, make sure you're trying to be as mindful as possible. Try to avoid thinking about anything. And then once you get into the space of mindfulness and really just opening yourself up to just being present in the moment, ask yourself the question that's most pressing on your mind, and see how your body responds. If you feel a sense of constriction, fear, of like contracting, then it's likely that the answer to that may be no, or this isn't the correct way to go about things. Now, if you ask yourself the question and you start feeling more light, or you feel a sense of love or comfort or something along those lines where there's no sense of fear, then that's likely the answer that you were looking for. Now, with navigating by the stars, it says here, follow your bliss. What is it that makes you happy? Is this connection making you happy? Do you feel that this connection can bring you happiness? Remember, when it comes to happiness, happiness always comes from within, not from another person. So you cannot expect the person that you are separated from to be that rock for you in terms of happiness. That person's responsibility is their own happiness. You shouldn't be the person that is trying to make them happy all the time. I was just shuffling here and I saw the Tower come out and then the Two of Cups. So both of you may have had, so this is definitely a soulmate connection for one. Secondly, there may have been a Tower moment between you two. And this has brought you guys a little bit of angst, a little bit of disappointment, perhaps because you were not expecting it. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. I'm going to be using the Ethereal Vision for this particular spread. So this is going to be a 7-card spread initially, and then I'll pull some cards regarding the outcome of this connection afterwards. So the first card is going to represent what part you had in this falling out. Second card is going to represent what part they played in the falling out within the problem that you guys had. The third card is going to represent what it is you can do. The fourth card is going to represent what they can do. Fifth card is going to be the outside influences. Sixth card is going to be whether or not this connection is going to be saved, or can it be saved. And then the seventh card is it worth saving? And then we'll pull some more cards regarding what this is. So what part did you play in this particular separation? Death, transformation. Okay. Could be dealing with the Scorpio. You may be a Scorpio. What part did they play in this connection? Oh, interesting. We have the Lovers. Was it you, perhaps, who put an end to this connection? Perhaps you walked away. Remember, the energies can go vice versa. You may have taken a moment to yourself to understand what it was that you needed in this connection. You started looking within, and perhaps that was the ending to this particular connection. Your person is clearly seeing that they made a decision, perhaps. I may have to clarify these cards in a moment, but let's keep going with the spread here. Seven of Pentacles. There is a need of patience. There is some need for patience on your behalf. I mean, if you're the one that ended this connection, it's likely that you're going to need to invest in it. If that's the case of what's going on between you two. What is it that they can do? Four of Pentacles. I'm trying to interpret this right now. Give me one moment. Okay, got it. All right, I'm going to continue with the spread, and then I'll elaborate, because otherwise I'll be here forever. What are the outside influences regarding this connection? Okay, we have the King of Wands. Interesting. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's intervening, somebody who may be coming between you two. This could be a third party. This could be doesn't necessarily have to be, I'm not getting that vibe in terms of like romantic third party. This could be like a parent, a family member, somebody who's very charismatic and open. This could be a person that either you or your person go to for advice, and this person may be telling them to behave a certain way or to continue to do things a certain way. Is this connection salvable? Can we save this connection? This is a definite yes to me. Two of Cups. That is definitely soulmate energy there. Now, is it worth saving? That is a very good question. Is it worth saving? We have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. I'm taking this as a yes card as well. So there is potential here, you guys. We do have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So there may be a lot of lust and desire between you two. There may be some sort of karma between you two that's kind of being worked out right now, because we do have the Devil and the Lovers, so that there is a sense of toxicity here. I'm not getting the sense of like overt toxicity, like this person isn't hurting you like in an intentional way or anything like that, but rather there may be childhood wounds. There may be some sort of something that is kind of just holding your person back. This is kind of what I was getting from the Four of Pentacles. So one, you may have ended this connection. You may have made a decision to transform it, to change it by walking away, going within and following what was your bliss. Now, on their side, perhaps they made some sort of choice and decision, something that may not have pleased you, or perhaps they were allowing a past connection to influence their current feelings, because this person clearly has feelings for you. There's no doubt about it. The issue here is that there may be somebody from the past that is influencing their current decision making right now. Now, in terms of what you can do regarding this connection, the Seven of Pentacles speaks of continuing to invest in something, being patient. It looks like you're not seeing the fruits of your labor paying off quite yet, so there is a need for you to be patient. Now, this is why both of you need to spend some time going within to ask yourself what it is that you want from this connection. Does this connection make you happy? Because if there is a sense of happiness there, then there is continue to invest in it. But try and come from a space of being understanding. We have not only the Two of Cups here, but we do have a couple here, the King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So there is likely, there's a lot of potential here. Now with the Four of Pentacles, the way I'm reading this is your person has been holding back way too much. And what it is that they need to do is open up. Because they're clearly holding on to you, but they're also holding back something. I'm not quite sure what that thing is right now, but there is a sense of needing to open up and allowing themselves to feel. For the King of Wands, I'm going to go ahead and clarify that card because I'm curious about what this external influence is. The King of Wands may be a person on your behalf, on your side, or on their side that may be interfering with this connection. An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your person could be a Scorpio or a Gemini. Cancer here. The Chariot. You could be dealing with a person that's a Cancerian. Give me just one moment while I interpret this. There could be, so this King of Wands may not necessarily even be a person. This could be a scenario where your person needs to travel to you, perhaps. That's only going to resonate for a few of you. It's like your person needs to make, especially with the Lover's card here, because the chariot can't move forward if all of the horses are kind of going in different directions. Then you're not really going anywhere. You're just kind of going back and forth, and things are rattling about. So it looks like the external influence right now, there may be something. It could even be involving career or. Not really necessarily getting career here, though. There is Pentacles, however. There is a sense of almost heavy travel that I'm getting from this card. This, like I said, that might only resonate for a few of you, but this is a message that needs to come out for some of you. I'm feeling there may be a need for this person to see you in person in order for them to really get a good grasp of what it is that they want. This could be in regards to an automobile for very few of you, of transportation, having issues with transportation. Let me go ahead and pull one more card. I'd just like a little more clarity here, Spirit. We have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, that's definitely what I was getting. Okay, so the issue here is, and then with the bottom of the deck, we have the Priestess or the High Priestess. Oh, look at this. We have the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. And then I kind of just cut the deck, and here we have the Tower. There may have been something that happened, some sort of external influence, a tower moment between you two because of a lack of decision. It's almost like your person's, the external influences is not even, I wouldn't even read this necessarily as an external influence, but rather an internal one. It's almost as if your person was having a hard time deciding and making the decision that they needed. Both of you may need to come into balance with one another because there may be an uneven give and take or something along those lines where one of you may be giving more than the other. That may be only for a few of you, but there's a sense of indecision here of trying to balance out things, and they're not really sure how to balance things out right now. In terms of whether or not this can be saved, we do have the Two of Cups here. This is clear to me that yes, there is potential here for you to come together. This is clearly a soulmate connection between you two, where there is a lot of potential of love between you two. So if you're holding out for this person, or you can. Now, I do want to make a very, very clear distinction here. If you are dealing with a toxic person, somebody who's incredibly toxic, this reading, unfortunately, is not for you. I'm so sorry to say that, but this isn't dealing with toxicity in the degree of like this person is verbally abusive or physically abusive, nothing like that. This reading is for those of you who may have had some sort of falling out, a misunderstanding, or perhaps both of you just simply weren't aligned with what it was that you both wanted out of this, okay? I felt the need to say that because we do have the Devil here as well. This toxicity isn't necessarily the toxicity that comes from somebody who's a narcissist, a psychopath, those kind of very, very heavy energies. This is more like toxic patterns from the past, because we all carry within us some form of toxic patterns from the past, okay? We all have, some of you may have grown up in an abusive household and you equate pain to love, or think that it's okay for you to be hurt by somebody continuously. This is not the case. This is a pattern that needs to be released. And perhaps your person is afraid of opening up because of past patterns. Perhaps because of childhood wounds, or perhaps they've had people in the past who have hurt them a great deal. Now, is this worth saving? With the Queen of Wands, I'm getting yes. The Queen of Wands is definitely a yes card for me. I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier here for the Queen of Wands from the Thoth deck. There's definitely a lot of potential for love here. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of, this is a spiritual connection between the two of you, especially since I did pull the Empress, the Priestess, and the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups came out twice, okay? Let's see here. Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups. One more card. Here we are. That one fell out. Okay, so Earlier, the cards Eight of Cups wanted to come out, and the Knight of Discs. And these are at the bottom of the deck, so this is definitely a message that I do have to pull regarding this. I just wasn't entirely sure what that meant, because I know the Queen of Wands is resembling yes. It's a yes card to me, and it wasn't quite making sense to me. But it looks like you both are need to move towards each other very slowly, perhaps, because the Eight of Cups usually speaks about walking away from something, but that's not necessarily the way I'm interpreting this, considering the potential between you two. Perhaps this separation is required for you in order for you to focus on your craft, your money, in order for you to come into balance when it comes to money, because on both of your sides here, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, so there may be a need for you to both expand yourselves monetarily in order for this connection to really get off the ground. With the Queen of Swords here, there may be a need for effective communication between the two of you. Both of you need to really speak your truth regarding what it is that you want out of this connection. We do have the Knight of Cups here. This is a very beautiful romantic energy coming between you two. This person, you are very romantic in nature. There's a lot of love between you two, but there may be a need for this to be expressed with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords can sometimes come across as very detached. We do have the Four of Wands here. This card speaks of the happy home, stability, about a couple celebrating a completion. So can this be saved, and is it worth saving? The answer to this is absolutely yes. It's just going to take a matter of patience between you two, okay? I'm going to pull some cards here from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck, just for some advice for you, viewer, to see what it is that you can do regarding this connection, and then I'll close out the reading. So, if you're enjoying this content so far, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. It helps me deliver this message to people just like you who are looking for clarity regarding love, regarding the spiritual path. And I think it's very important that I'm able to get these messages out to more and more people who are just like you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I hope that this reading does bring you some sort of clarity, okay? Alrighty, Angels and Ancestors, what messages do we have here? Bottom of the deck, we do have Father Sky, Trust in the Unknown. So there may be a level of an unknown factor between you two. Alrighty, Angels, Ancestors, what advice do we have for our viewers here regarding this connection? Cards aren't really wanting to come out. There we are. Okay, here we are. We have two cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. It is likely that both of you can bring a lot of you both are very wise in your own way. You both have spiritual lessons that you have learned that you're coming together to teach each other. I'm starting to see a difference here now in the spread between the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. You both are in each other's lives to bring spiritual lessons to one another and to really balance each other out. I'm definitely seeing some form of counterpart here. This may be just a high-level soulmate that both of you can contribute a great deal to each other. We have the Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Reflection is incredibly important for you now, viewer. It's very important for you to go within and understand what it is that you're feeling about this connection. Why is it that you want it? It's time to ask yourself the important questions. Are you coming from a compassionate place? Are you coming from a space of love, compassion, and understanding? Or is it likely that perhaps your sudden ending of this situation, or you wanting to put an end to things very quickly, could have caused some harm between both of you? I don't see the Three of Swords here, but it was possibly very likely for this connection to come to a halt for a very particular reason, for you both to take the time to reflect and understand what it was that you were both looking for. And with the Warrior here, it says, be fearless and stand strong. This warrior is very sure of himself. This warrior understands the need to be vulnerable, but how to stand strong while being vulnerable. Both of you are likely mirroring each other and mirroring these beautiful feelings for one another, for one. one. And two, there is a feeling of you being very strong, both of you being very compassionate, and both of you being very understanding. You two are likely having conversations that really just bring the best out of both of you. There's a sense of understanding between you two. You both are very compassionate with one another. You both perhaps are also there. You guys are very vulnerable with one another, and that's a very beautiful thing to have. There's definitely a sense of beauty in that. And the spirit, your angels and ancestors, are really encouraging you to do this. Take time to reflect and be strong, stand fearless. Don't be afraid of what the heartbreak that may come from this, because remember, whatever intention we put out there, guess what, that's the universe is going to read that and say, well, this person clearly wants heartbreak, so here you go. The universe doesn't discern what it is that we're feeling for us. It can't say, it can't selectively choose, oh, this person just wants happiness, but they're constantly thinking about heartache. No, the universe is going to give us whatever it is that we reflect on and give energy to. So for those of you in separation, there is likely a coming together between you two, and there's definitely a sense of just beauty coming from this. There's a lot of love here, whether or not you know that right now. I'm getting the sense that if you're here, there you definitely know there's a very highly spiritual connection between you two, and this might be your forever person. So thank you so much for watching. That's gonna pretty much just wrap up the reading for me here. So I'm sending you much love and light. Take care.